full 5 of Vitality. A solid stack. Minus of a 6th man, and FaZe with a new in-game leader and a new plan. Bit of utility over this A site. Triple B for Vitality, giving away mid, not a problem. FaZe have no one there, but they're about to realize what's going through as these flashes fly over. RPK gooshed low early. Apex is here. The nade will finish the job, and Apex taps out a couple, but he eventually gets overwhelmed. Dropped in from above. FaZe now own the site. 3-on-3. Running low on util. Karrigan has a flash, but he's very far deep anyway. He's going to go with it. His own flash, finding it kill. Shox is going over the stairs, and he's going to stop the plant. coldzera in a 1v1. ZywOo trapped behind the boxes, and Cold just trying to play with his food. ZywOo not giving him the kill. Decoy goes over, and Cold waits. Patience is everything, but he knows the timings. At certain points, ZywOo could be coming from jungle. Cold now needs to consider that position as well. ZywOo has just gone back, and now fourth again, in through CT. Cold backing up to play the bomb. Always been spotted. He can't tuck without info. ZywOo now has him trapped. No kit. He needs the kill soon, and Cold is so low. 25 health, and he's going to hit the headshot. Lovely stuff from coldzera, and FaZe Clan take a pistol to start.
Yeah, nice way to start this off. I've seen some big clips out of Twists as of late, right? I'm sure you've seen a few of them as well. Hugo, they've been floating around. He's been looking real ready. Very exciting. So I'm excited to see what we get out of him.
Yeah, so many players that have come to EU have looked really, really good in like just playing domestically and like improving their own individual game.
Got to give a shout out to Malbs there.
Malbs, yeah.
He definitely fits into that.
Big Malbs fan.
I love having Malbs in Europe. Me and Hugo actually identify as Malbs fans.
Yeah, till the day I die.
And if you're not a Malbs fan, then what are you doing?
Get it together.
This guy's story, this guy's gameplay, it's all too much. I could talk about Malbs all day, and maybe I will. You know, maybe I just take us off the rails. We don't even talk about FaZe Vitality. Maybe I just home in on like character assault in Nico or something for the rest of the day.
Move on, Harry.
Karrigan out through ramp. In he goes. Smoke down under Palace. ZywOo with the deagle. Good for one. Now trying to skirt his way out of there. They've lost Brokey. Back in with the repeat. Couple of missed shots from ZywOo. And there's the finisher, Masuta. Will deliver with his deagle and dropping that bomb out in the open. The Masuta deag looking to be the stuff of legends here, but Karrigan is good to get rid of him. FaZe up to the 2-0 start that they were hoping for. They get the conversion. And now just pistols here for Vitality.
Woohoo! Yeah, it should be a 3-3 rather. And I really wonder as to the trajectory of Vitality now without Nivera. Wonder where he'll go. Certainly a lot of French players available, whether benched or free agents. Could probably form a whole team. And maybe they will, who knows? Right now, Vitality just trying to get anything done. Apex does dink Cold, but no kill. FaZe moving in through middle. B is pretty empty, only Masuta there. And he might catch a player moving up connector on the meantime. Double ramp push could be denied if Cold hangs on, but they won't push all the way in. They know this is likely to end A with Con getting taken. And so they want to be in the right place to do so, not flanking and caught in no man's land. Brokey jumping over the corners. Shox with the deagle, spots and takes one. Ooh, can't double up. ZywOo with a single kill, overwhelmed and no armor. It's Karrigan to clean up, and FaZe go 3-0 up. Vitality now buying on in, and ZywOo will have the AWP as well.
I'm excited for the ZywOo Brokey head-to-head. And you got to remember, like, for ZywOo, he's coming off the back of a pretty shaky start to 2021, right? Like, we haven't had the games that we've been used to seeing out of ZywOo. Shox donning a secondary AWP alongside him. Let's see how this pans out for them. Shox jumps out through the window and tries to head over towards connector. Flashes are good to set Shox up, and through the top of the smoke is dealt with Rain. So now grouped up in middle, FaZe grinding to a bit of a halt. They're looking and they're hoping that Brokey is good to get a trade. Apex crept up through the short side. Let's get his head taken off by Carrigan, and now this B site looking vulnerable as FaZe start to group up short side. You can see Vitality, they've called for the immediate full rotation over towards B, and this AWP of Shox is still delivering. Finally cancelled out by Brokey. ZywOo arriving late with his AWP. And FaZe slowing down so much. Are they reconsidering this? They're still looking like they want to go, but they lose both these short players from getting hesitant. And for coldzera now, the odds stacked against him. A 1v2 turned, sorry, 1v3 turned 1v2. Ooh, now down to the 1v1. coldzera. Oh, cold! At the B-bomb site on Mirage. It was here where he was declared the man, the myth, the beast by the great Vince Hill. And he's lived up to it again inside of B.
So many clips from that position, right? From the apartments, from the bomb site. And well, add another one on. Cold keeping FaZe flawless and Vitality broken as a result. That's not what you want early in the CT side. More pistols? Ugh. Yeah, and Carrigan getting hyped. He's going to use that hype, he's going to use that power and try and power through this A site. It's Rain with the tap in middle to find Apex. And FaZe just creep their way out onto A. That's a nice shot from RPK, but he can't get the gun. And he's already out with another gunfight. Twist takes him out of the round, and Brokey finds ZywOo with the AWP. So this should be easy stuff for FaZe now. Vitality are too far away to have any say in this round. Just clearing their corners, making sure there's no stack. And by the time this flank comes in, if they want to wrap ramp and go all the way around, FaZe will already be considering it. Or at least they should be. Things have gone awfully quiet for it not to be a flank, and Rain wants to deny the save of that gun. And so he shall. Regardless how this goes, 5-0 start for FaZe, guaranteed. In a really good position right now. Obviously, Vitality rebuying, but no sweat just yet.
Oh, trying to play for the exits. coldzera is not messing around in this game. I have a feeling we could be onto something a little scary here. coldzera looking good out of the gate. 5-0 for FaZe, the reinvestment coming in for Vitality, but thus far, ZywOo's AWP not getting away with much, right? We've seen it out once already. He's looking to do it again. Shox donning that secondary alongside him, and Shox was really stealing all the limelight the last time this double AWP came through. Is he going to be asked to do it again? Shoxy Molotov'd out of the connector. RPK falling to Rain early on. Utility flooding into this A bomb site. ZywOo nails that first shot, and he's back in with another. They don't go out, they don't pour in. Instead, it's Carrigan to make next contact out through the connector. Things are getting a bit claustrophobic now inside of this A bomb site, but Apex, unperturbed by that, gets aggressive, moves underneath the palace. ZywOo, a second shot connects, and the bomb is now dropped by Apex, who continues this tear. It's left onto Twists in the 1v3. Making noise out on the balcony. ZywOo is there to silence him. Big round for ZywOo and Apex, right? Playing together. ZywOo providing covering fire while Apex goes underneath Palace, and Vitality are on to their first round there.
Yeah, it looked like Carrigan have found the masterful timing on that lurk to take down Shox and cause Vitality to get stuck between opponents. But Cold doesn't get his molly out, and ramp switches out at the last second, and Apex kills him with nades out in hand. That's a very awkward one. ZywOo with some key shots from spawn. So good in that position. And now he's back in window. Oh, the molly. Rain stands on top of the box. It won't affect him. He may not be considered. And he hits 3 tags with a deagle and a headshot to Apex. Dirty Deags down from Rain, and Twist has got another. When it rains, it pours. And right now, soaked in headshots, our team Vitality. 2 on 5. And this was an eco for FaZe, for crying out loud. They don't have armor on 4 of their players, but they've planted the bomb, they've armed themselves well, and they've forced a save from the French.
See, this is exciting because this is like a very, very different phase to what we just recently got to witness from them in Katowice, right? Obviously, with a little bit of time to practice, a little bit of time to get used to the changes. Karrigan originally was moving into a new roster, right, with very little time to get used to. Well, you know, I say get used to. Obviously, he's been with some of these guys before, but you know, a lot of new parts, a lot of new pieces, coming from a very different team as well. Into a team that also didn't really have like any just hunting down Shox
Through the volley
into you know, like from Mouse Sports, which is obviously like a lot of young players, very like moldable players who have been used to playing under Karrigan's system, into a team that didn't have an IGL, right? That didn't have any kind of real set system in place. I imagine it was a lot of like what Nico was originally calling, mixed in with some new stuff from Cold's era. But you know, there wasn't like any defined protocols yet or anything like that. So now they've had a bit of time to iron this out, and this is why this 6-1 lead is particularly exciting, right? We didn't see them fare all too well back in Kato, but this is quite the performance, at least, you know, out of the gate from FaZe.
Good start. See if they keep it up, right? Cold, I mean, you said you were feeling something. There's something in the water, maybe. He's running through Molotovs to deny saving players. That's ballsy. I like that. 6-1. And an eco win. That was not one FaZe plan to pull over the line either. They had, you know, ecoing Deegs, no armor. Rain does a huge amount of work in middle, and then Twist taps out an A player. Fast mid push. Vitality not waiting for FaZe to come their way. Tucked in the doorway is Karrigan. He doesn't really have much of a choice. And bye-bye. Vitality leave. Don't stay here forever, knowing that FaZe have figured it out, and now FaZe take the room Vitality just give them. With how quick Karrigan has reacted to this mid-take, I wonder if Vitality are ready. ZywOo and Shox are looking at Connector at least, but Rain's pressuring B on his own. It's a bit of a fake, and Karrigan's dead. He needed that. Rain's gone as well. Nothing for FaZe. Oh, now it's gone from bad to worse, and they just have to hit A.
Yeah, gonna see what they can get away with. Apex has not given up his position yet. He's waiting for a freebie, and they still haven't seen him. Brokey lands the tag, but it's Apex with the killing blow. Twists. Good for the dink, but not the kill. And Vitality, they recover. They even get out of there with an AWP as well. That's a little freebie. I wonder if... yeah, okay, so it will find its way back to ZywOo. You know, Shox, he does like to don that AWP, sometimes even over ZywOo, but... you know, put it in the hands of ZywOo, man. I'm never against that.
Don't think you're allowed to be. Bit of a weaker buy here for FaZe. Karrigan's on a Mach 10. He doesn't even have the util to set his team up, so they've got to do that while he charges out first. ZywOo's here, flashed out. Oh, they know he's on triple. The nade will go in, but he's already escaped to the CT spawn, and RPK blinded. He needed that immediate kill. Apex will get it instead, but Rain has to trade through the smoke, and he does. 4 on 3. ZywOo still in spawn. They do have flashes to try and push Rain into this position. But Rain's just tucked in with the smoke down. They're going to use that. Oh, the nade goes in, doesn't finish the job. The plant comes down just in time. Everyone from spawn here, and Rain on the right side, catching them by surprise. ZywOo with a shot, and Rain in the open. Careful, it's ZywOo here, firing off on this AWP. Back of the site is Twist, trading. Mizuta now 1 on 2. They don't know he's here. He's crept on in silently, but that smoke will give it all away. The ruse. The peek from Palace. He has a volley to stop it, but he can kill Twist. There was a damn good chance, but Masuta will fall at the first fight. And Rain with 3, Twist with 2, FaZe back on the board.
And it must feel horrible for Vitality anytime they're able to make a dent in FaZe, right? And they look to try and streak some rounds together. It's just so punishing because they're always losing this follow-up, and so the money's kind of in turmoil here. They come in with a buy, but it's not pretty, right? Deagle on RPK, glass cannon AWP on the back of ZywOo. Kit on Apex, and that's now in the window. Dropped. Brokey might be full blind. Is still good for the kill. In through Palace they go. Shox pushed up at ramp, and alongside him is that Deeg of RPK. And even though they've dealt with Karrigan, RPK's got his work cut out for him. It's not a friendly A-bomb site to return to, and he's going to learn that the hard way. Twists had to lock in the kill. Masuta left up in the 1v4. And he's just looking to stay alive. Now, will they let him? We've already seen FaZe be very, very keen to chase down these saving players. Money is gone for Vitality. I love how punishing FaZe are being right now. And that's why, you know, precisely why, when Vitality are getting these one-and-done rounds, it is just wrecking the money. Now, Twist not going to win any awards for that flashbang. But now they know where Masuta is. They're all around him. Look at Rain. How cheeky do you reckon Rain can get with this? He's hoping that the others can draw the attention away.
Yeah, man, they just don't stop, do they? No survivors, no prisoners taken, no guns saved.
One of the things I always find funny about Carrigan is like, you know, there was that little timeline where he played with Envy, if you remember. Yeah. Like, what a cursed timeline that is, like reflecting upon it, right?
It's kind of cool to see him.
He was with like Drone and stuff.
See him around a bunch of NA players, teaching them some tricks.
And I'm only thinking about it because, you know, now they've got a little droplet of NA in there.
Yeah.
In Twists, who's looking good since his Team Liquid departure. Fast out into the A bomb site and just pistols to worry about. So should be a nice clean round for FaZe. I say should.
Careful.
Because things always tend to go wrong in rounds like this, but that's a freebie for Carrigan. Nice and easy. Everyone else stacked up in CT for Vitality. Look at this. All four of them. There it is, first man in. Brokey more where that came from. And they're trying to get it back under wraps. They do it. They keep it nice and clean. coldzera putting 2 more up on the tally, and FaZe onto 9.
Yeah, loads of money for Vitality, but it's not like they haven't had their opportunities, right? They've had a few full buy rounds with everything, all the trimmings, the AWP on ZywOo, double AWP as well at times, but it's not been enough for a round, or at least more than 2. FaZe with a lot of A hits as well. Where do they go from this one? Carrigan early into middle. Oh, he misses that con molly because he gets flashed out and hits the wall. Just lands in the open in middle. Won't be the end of the world, but Shox is going to use that and move in through connector to watch under 2. So something to keep an eye on. ZywOo, in the meantime, picking Rain, who has been pressuring B on his own in many of these rounds, looking for just any space, any openings. Carrigan taking one of his own. There's a shot. Brokey finds Shox getting into window. 2 together on the A site. Carrigan doesn't know. This could be misinfo. They have no idea about this setup, but Cold cleans up RPK. Still a man at the back of the boxes. Masuta took some damage and he swings to trade. Brokey does keep this one in favor of FaZe, and ZywOo caught knife out on a rotate by Carrigan. Apex in a clutch, and no kit this time, no chance. Carrigan headshots him, and FaZe storming the board right now, 10-2. This is a great game from them. Carrigan getting in a lot of odd spots. ZywOo not even ready for a window player. And despite that double A setup, I mean, firstly, RPK just like peeks into Cold and gets obliterated. But that damage even goes through the box into Masuta, which basically forces him to swing. He thinks they know where he is. And he's only good for 1. There's not really a lot to rely on right now if you're Vitality. They even let ZywOo solo B to kill Rain to free up more players on A, and it didn't change the outcome of the round. Brokey getting hyped and FaZe building and building.
Man, honestly, it always makes me excited to see, you know, the difference within a few days that it can make to, I mean, I say a few days at this point, right? It would have been well over a week. But, you know, like, just how much of a difference that can make to a team. Like, this is exciting what we're getting out of FaZe. Vitality are not exactly a free win, right? If you think about what it's like going up against this team. And yet FaZe are just dominating the scoreboard right now.
Yeah.
Little partial investment. You see RPK pushed up close to ramp, ZywOo as well, waiting under Palace. Now, FaZe, while they did have bodies over at this A site, something has told them that actually this isn't where we're wanting to end up, and that's something probably going to be Carrigan over towards middle. He's got Brokey alongside him, and this could all culminate in like a late B split, right? We've seen FaZe do this already, especially in rounds like this, where Brokey can just hold down mid with the AWP. Really make matters uncomfortable for Vitality, and Vitality also aren't set up to watch middle, so this is like a very good round to pull in something like this and go for a B split. Rotations are already coming in from Vitality, right? Apex realizes I've got to get a move on if I want to play into this round, if I want to add to this defense at B. So he's here nice and early. The Deagle of Shocks, while it's good for the first, it's silent shortly thereafter, and the rest of the kills in the blink of an eye have all come up in favor of FaZe. RPK and his Deagle. Not long for this world. coldzera ends it out 11-2. FaZe absolutely dominating right now. You can see why this is their map pick.
I love how they're playing off of each other in that B play as well. Like Twist drops out apps and just sits on the site. He's not like kill hunting or anything or looking for entries. They're already coming up from short. He knows that with FaZe clearing short and moving past Edward and the archers, that limits the angles that Vitality can play in. If they actually want to make that round work, they have to peek. They have to make a move. And Twist is just patient, waiting for that. So FaZe very attuned to what to do with each other on the T side. We'll see if this half provides any sanctuary for Vitality or if it is just going to be an absolute blowout. Right now, on the way to do so. But this is a rifle round that could change everything. Double orb. Rain in middle this time around. His team in B. But not for long. They peel out. Brokey's been holding T-spawn, making sure no one's coming back.
I mean, just look at Brokey's position, man. That's so sweaty, isn't it? It's horrible. Imagine if you're Vitality, right? Imagine, who is it? It's Shocks over in Palace. Imagine you're going on this big walk flank. I mean, he's not, right? He's holding his ground. But you're thinking, man, I'm in their head. I'm in T-spawn. Like, this is finally orped from Brokey, holding the stairs. Ugh.
It's good real estate. Keeps both options open. FaZe set up for a B play. They changed their mind. And now they can go wherever they want. Now they still have to get past Shocks' orb that hasn't moved a muscle.
Now, he's been waiting here. Very, very patient is a guy like Shocks. And with patience comes rewards 9 times out of 10. But in this round, it will be exactly that. He gets out of there, somehow lives to tell the tale. They're right behind him. They're trying to move in and deal with this AWP. But first, you got to get past RPK. Not moving, not budging, and still has support from this AWP tucked in at Firebox now. It's Brokey snuck out underneath the balcony. Shocks needs to nail this shot, and Brokey's just eluding him. Shocks will get it eventually. Still fighting and buying time for the rotation from ZywOo. Brokey having to out-AWP 2 heavy hitters on the other side. This is not an easy task by any stretch of the imagination, and it's down to the clutch. The bomb plant needs to come in. ZywOo trying to deny it, goes up and over and takes the head of Brokey off. It comes down to the clutch, and ZywOo puts a 3rd on the board for Vitality.
He had to do that, didn't he? He thought he won it off the time, just tucking in the corner, trying to avoid getting spammed, but FaZe, they go for the plant. And it's their undoing. Not really much else Brokey could have done there with ZywOo so far away, but great stalling from the players in the site. Shocks especially. Don't know how he gets out with a kill with an AWP at the back of the boxes. And ZywOo can't even really see Brokey. Doesn't need to. Gives Vitality the chance for 4.5, and that's really what they're scrambling for. 13-2, 11-4, very different scores. 11-4, we've seen comebacks there. A pistol win and the anti-eco, suddenly you can be back in control of the map like that. Carrigan, oh, he made it past ZywOo. ZywOo doesn't know, but neither does Carrigan, but no barrel to see. He's going to take short. Ladder is empty as well. Zuta below, and Shocks is pushed in through. Oh, Brokey is holding that. What a cover.
Man, it's exactly like it's exactly what we were saying. Like, imagine you're going aggressive and then Brokey just AWPs you on the aggression. Well, they might not be ready for Masuta. Brokey, while he's been so good at dealing with these, this one is one step too far. Masuta will get traded by Twist, but they get the bomb. They get that information. They rotate heavily into B. coldzera winning that fight, and now he's opened up the A play. The bomb going back through T-spawn. Cold has got to try and do the impossible and hold down this A bomb site at just 10 points of health for this bomb to rotate in. Vitality are giving him respect. They're giving him room. And coldzera, not the kind of man you want to give either of those things to. Getting aggressive and pushed up into the jungle now. ZywOo Leaving window, drops into Con. Cold should be cognizant of this, especially with AWP shots now ringing through. He's more aware than ever. Apex went on a long flank in through the apartments and now out through ramp, getting aggro, but missing the timing onto Twists, now giving up his position, and Apex will trade that kill out. To round out the half, it's 4 for Vitality. FaZe leading the way with a dominant half under their belts, and Vitality now having to grind their way back in from a very one-sided scoreline. FaZe Clan 11-4, and things are looking good for FaZe. Carrigan at the helm, Cold giving us a great game. Rain as well, up there, topping the charts alongside him. You love what we're seeing.
I think you could name every player on FaZe. They've had their moments.
I reckon I could as well. Yeah. I reckon it's Carrigan, Rain, Twist, Brokey, and Cold Terror.
Wow, 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Special points, credit. But Vitality, well, they've only got 5 players. Maybe they should sub a 6th in right now. A 6v5, that would probably make it even. Equal even. But right now, it's a fast play up Palace, 4-1. The rest out ramp. Rain blind. He can't see anything but white. And now he's back to spawn. Brokey not checked initially, but Masuda jumps him and clears the corner. 5-on-3, and FaZe are out of this site. Waiting for a CT push. There's another flash. It goes in deep, cold. Oh, he's not dodged it, but Twist has, and he peeks back in with a double, saving his teammate's life and maybe the chance at a round. Still, Twist with a third, flick for the fourth, and it's all Twists, baby.
Oh my! Twists on for the ace. RPK wondering where it went so wrong, and Twist is gonna get all 5. FaZe Clan get the pistol, and Twists, there it is.
That was beautiful. The anti-flash could not have been in a better position to deal with that push from Vitality. Wow.
Twists, you little rat. All right, getting away with the kills. You love to see it. And look at him as well. I love having Russell in this team.
Yeah, Vitality don't. 12-4, they needed that pistol, and that looked carved for them. A 5-on-3, the bomb down. Doesn't make a damn difference. Double under push, we got 2 AKs in this round. Here they are, side by side, trying to clear lower mid. Apex, oh, he sees a smoke. He doesn't see a head though, and Brokey has pushed past it. Those legs though, very easy kill for Vitality. They see him before he sees them. Hard to hit a headshot peeking under. That's something, that's a start. That's a gun given over even. So Vitality with a chance to win the Force and flip things on its head early. See if they can do it. Double ramp push. The danger of these is always if the opponents take A, you're left in T-spawn or middle, and that's not really helpful. It's just a slightly faster rotate, but that could even be called from short anyway. And so if it goes B, well, it's a perfect move for FaZe, who have started to move one of these 2 players in through the spawn. It's Rain, and yeah, this could be better. Oh, he doubts himself. He goes back as they set up for a short play. 30 seconds. They can't afford to wait to smoke, can they? It's going to leave them lacking time. They've got 2 in the apartments with a bomb. That's at least not going to be cordoned off. Rain's still waiting in spawn. He could have activated this flank by now. He could have been right behind them. They get seen looking at short. Is that enough info? That kill certainly will be. And here comes Saiwu and Co. up into the site. Twist out of nowhere, mows them down on catwalk.
No!
And could deny the bomb plant and the round for Vitality. I don't know what's going on, but it's all coming up FaZe.
Masuda gets the dig, and now is given a shot.
Oh,
No! He had it.
He cancelled it.
It's the famous, you click, it doesn't plant right away. The animation starts a tiny bit later than you would like, and then you click again thinking that it's bugged, and then it's so on and off.
Late.
And then there's no time. Twists, look at this. Look at him. Respect him. Twists with 4 in the round and FaZe up to 13. I don't know, man. This is juicy.
Yeah. Wow. Taking a big bite out of Vitality on their map pick, no less. Dust 2 is next. And the AWP is in window. Twist supporting him. It's just 2-3 right now on the eco. FaZe, no casualties yet, and none planned.
Oh.
Get him out of here.
You just want Twists all to yourself, don't you? Everyone wants a bit of the Twists.
Yeah, it was cold all over the T side, man, and Twist has stolen the limelight in just a couple of rounds. Zaiwu's got the AWP, it's glass, however. Brokey picked up 3 in the previous. Not even had to say his name too much. He's not been required, but now he will be with Zaiwu on the other side, looking for a ramp peak, and of course he gets it. Twist gone first. That's a relief for Vitality. Oh, Apex, cheeky, but he's been spotted and dealt with. Cole won't let him get much further, not going to let him kill the AWPer as Brokey gives up the position and goes back towards the B site. Cole now has to check for that window boost. That leaves Rain alone. FaZe rightly getting a little bit nervous, especially with more mid-util going in. They just don't have that info. They don't know where Vitality are going. It's about to be an A crunch with Shocks here to cause chaos in middle. Now info for FaZe, they start pushing B, they're starting to piece things together, but can they actually stop it?
Yeah, Rain has got his work cut out for him. The only defender, aside from coldzera, who does hit a good time in getting in through jungle. Rain giving up his position, but spotting players moving in through sandwich. They know that he's here, and Rain is giving us the taps. There's one to take it back at the advantage of FaZe. The nades now raining in. ZywOo trying to do what he can. The Molotov on coldzera can buy even more time, denying this plant, denying control of the site. They look to get the bomb planted. ZywOo, the man to try and do it. Rain swinging out from CT, and RPK taking heads. Vitality will claim a fifth. It gets close. It gets down to the wire. And considering the setup there for FaZe, it's impressive that it ends up being that close in the first place. With Rain hitting this, and with him almost one-tapping the player on Tetris, I thought we were about to get a real tappy round out of Rain.
Great cover for RPK though, right? Like, ZywOo takes a shot that on my screen looks like he hit Rain in spawn, and then Karrigan peeks off of the shot knowing he has a bit of downtime when the AWP isn't ready. RPK covers, doesn't let that get out of control. Catch-up is in, but Rain just scarpers out of there, almost dying while doing so. The AWP holding the cross to that position. And it looks like FaZe actually want to put some pressure on middle. They've got Ladder, they've got Con. They've conceded A, not for long. Rain wrapping around to fill that gap. Vitality wait for a repeat that will never come. There's one flash in this round for FaZe. They're not in a hurry to throw it into middle, although Rain's lining something up. There it is. Popped over. Flash is good, but ZywOo blinded, takes out Brokey. And it doesn't go too well for FaZe. Yoink.
Oh, twists the AWP. All right.
We were seeing a lot of this against Liquid back at Blast in that train game, if you remember it.
But the read might be wrong here for FaZe. Now, Karrigan could get this information that it's all looking to be an A play. Mollied it short, denies him that peek, denies him that info, and Rain aggressive at ramp at least gets away with a kill. So now they know it's this play into the A bomb site, and Rain's given them a 4-on-4. In the blink of an eye, Karrigan and coldzera have removed two more. And so this went from an even fight to one that Vitality are having to just try hold on to. Tooth and nail, Masuta and RPK left up against overwhelming odds. Masuta attempting to take some numbers off of the side of FaZe, gets wrapped by Rain in through Palace, leaving it all on RPK, out into the open, thrust into the middle of all these crosshairs. So many places to look for RPK, and so many enemies to find. There's the kill from Cold, and with that, the defuse comes in. FaZe Clan are up to 15.
And they save a double AWP as well. It wasn't versus Liquid, it was versus Na'Vi, I think, but I remember Twist having some great games with a second AWP in this team. We know a lot of AWPing talent has always been on FaZe, but even now in this roster, like 4 out of 5 players can play it to a pretty good level. 15-5, FaZe find a retake, and it might just be the bitter end for Vitality. They might not have much room left in this one. They need 10 rounds in a row, for crying out loud. Not very realistic, but you can never stop believing. You have to give it your all. So what will be the call? RPK smokes the molly on his own. No flash, no help. Just out on an island, and he's going to be left alone. It's only a ruse, though. They're running up catwalk. That's drawn a lot of attention, and Rain isn't there to stop it. The shots come through too late. The T's are already all over the B-bomb side. Brokey needs fast shots. I think he's dropped the bomb at least. Can't hit the flick. They're running him down, but Karrigan pokes his head out of the apartment and says hello. Masuta shot in the back, and Apex a long way away. Might just be a done deal on FaZe's map pick. Dust 2 looking like it's coming around the corner, and so is Apex with 1, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, now that they know where he is, right, that element of surprise is gone, and Brokey is on the angle. FaZe, a dominant victory.